Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, hi, hi. How are we all doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. My cat is apparently doing well. Your head hurts a little? Oh no, that's a shame. Well, I hope that taking some time to relax will sort you out a little bit. I myself have been doing pretty well. Admittedly, I'm a little salty because I lost my 50-50 in a gacha this morning. And y'all know I got my gacha issues. But it's okay. It's okay. There's more to life than gacha. Like giant stingray monsters. So, last stream, we took out another pair of bosses, I believe. We took out the man-eaters and the no thank you, and the flame lurker. Today, we're moving right along. Could you seriously not with that? It's very rude. I'm trying to intro here. I'm trying to talk to people. I'm feeling pretty confident. I actually do really like the sound design on the stingrays. I think it's quite neat. I don't know if I would describe it as sounding like a dying fart. Or are there real stingrays that sound like that? What kind of sound would that be? The run back to this boss is a little bit brutal, I gotta say. It's a bit much, this particular run back. I feel like there should be a faster one, right? I don't recall a faster one existing. I'm simply going to send it. Oh, bye. Real stingrays typically don't make much noise. That was, yeah, to my knowledge, that was the case. But you never know. Maybe they have stingray sounds. Maybe they have unique stingray sounds that are outside our range of hearing. It's like did you know actually that cats typically in conversation with other cats write these bozos? Okay, we're just gonna go past these guys. Cats actually typically communicate using sounds that are outside of our typical range of hearing. They do baby talk to us. That's what meowing is. Kitty baby talk. Ow. That really hurt. Why'd you do that? I don't much care for these specters. I don't much appreciate what they're doing to me. There has to be a better run back than this, right? With how much health that man has? Surely. And yet. Actually, had some pretty good... Okay, can I get by you, please? Some pretty good sleep last night myself, which has been a rarity lately. I've been struggling with. I beg your pardon? was a little bit, maybe I should level my vitality more. Maybe that would solve some of my problems.
But a bit of indulgence.
It is. No, good sleep is so important, y'all. Just eat this real quick.
Oh, hello.
There we go. Just buying some grass. Delicious, delicious grass. I'm thinking if it doesn't work out this time, right? Then I might, ow. Oh my god. Okay. If it doesn't work out the time after this one. Because I refuse to let that happen. I might go ahead and see about just taking the time to get some upgrades. Bellad said you would be too strong with good sleep and a clear head. Many such cases. Many such cases. For those who were not here last time, by the way... Okay, I understand. Reading you loud and clear, boss. I dropped on his head. Usually that staggers him. What the hell? What the hell? My world tendency is gonna get fucked up. There we go. Which runback is worse, this or Bed of Chaos? Well, I don't know. I've never played Dark Souls 1. I've never played any Souls game that came out prior to Bloodborne. So, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, and Dark Souls 2 we're gonna be running basically blind. I've heard some things about Bed of Chaos, though, so I'm really looking forward to it. World tendency only shifts if you're not a ghost, does it? Okay. Well, good, because I'm dying a lot. Okay. Check this shit. Ow! Okay, but I'm really good at the game, so... That was just a fluke. That was also just a fluke. I don't mess up, generally speaking. Here we go, pardon me. Because you see I'm like super good at Demon Souls, okay? So I never mess up. Yeah, I'm flawless. It's literally in the name. I'm thinking some sleepy, relaxed vibes are the order of the day. Can I get by you, please? Thank you. I don't want to be too amped up. Ow. Ow. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna take a little break from this. And we're gonna go and pay a visit to the forge. I wanna see what it would take to get some upgrades to my weapons, and then maybe go from there. That's the plan. And then maybe we pay a visit to Poison City. Let's see, so smithing grounds. Can't get to Sleepy though, I need to get groceries later. And if I nap, I'm not getting back up. Okay, but like, you do need rest. I hope you find the time for some rest when you have the chance. Hello, lizard. You get to live today. I also have to get some groceries today. There's been some silly life stuff going on for both my partner and I lately. I'm not gonna lie, like oof. It's been a little rough in the Faye household. So I'm gonna get some stuff to make some yummy food today, because many problems can be solved by yummy food. I believe that with my whole heart. I just need money. They're always like this. They're always like, oh, don't waste my time. Oh, you're not buying, you'll regret. And it's like, I just need to turn my money into something liquid.
If it be a blacksmith.
Okay. Can I upgrade my spell casting implements? Doesn't look like it. A good meal does restore the soul. That's very true. Okay. Because I really feel like maybe doing some upgrades to either of these would be good, right? I'm gonna straight up, I'm doing some Googling. Where do I get sharpstone shards? Where do I get them from? Let's see. Okay. Oh. Oh. Hang on a second. I can just buy it from the filthy man.
All done.
I can just buy it from the filthy man. Well, that makes things very simple. Hello there, filthy man. Let me get some rocks from you. I'm gonna buy like 15 of them. This game is full of dealers of all sorts. I've been okay, I'm gonna share some Fae lore real quick. Just for something to talk about. I've been playing some Mahjong lately. I don't know how familiar any of you are with Riichi Mahjong, but like it's very suddenly become like the big thing among a huge portion of my friend group. Oh, this is If I just got 4 more sharpstone shards, I could upgrade again. This is oh. I heard the devil plays it as well. Yet it is oh my Mahjong is a game of hatred. Truly. Truly it is. Hey filthy man. I'm back. Give me 4 more of those, boss. I love Filthy Man. Filthy Man is everything to me. Okay. Mahjong, like, if you take it too seriously, it's a game that'll lose you friends. It's got some similarities to like poker and that kind of thing. Just wait till you meet sewer dealer. I was really hopeful that there was someone in Dark Souls 1 who sells you meat in the sewer. Would you lose Mahjong to friend? I did. Several times last night. I got my ass beat. I got my ass beat in Mahjong last night. It was a nightmare. Oh. It's good coffee. Technically, there is a meat sewer lady too. Okay, well, that's really important to me then. I'm really glad to hear that. She doesn't sell you? Okay. I'm getting a lot of mixed messages here. You keep, like, getting my hopes up and then dashing them against the rocks. You're breaking my heart, y'all. Where can I buy meat in the sewers? I would also buy meat from this. Oh, sorry, that was the. What did I just throw? Gotta practice mahjong on your free time so you can get more pissed when your friends beat you. That is the mahjong way. That is the mahjong way. For those unfamiliar with Riichi Mahjong, I'm gonna try and just really briefly sum it up, okay? So when you are playing Riichi, your goal is to craft a hand. You start with a hand of tiles, and then every turn it goes around in a circle, and you draw a tile from the draw pile, and then you discard one of your tiles. And you're trying to be the first one to assemble a winning hand. Okay? And let's see, yeah, ritual path. Essentially, the most basic way to make a hand that wins is you need to have 4 either triples or sequences. So a triple is where you have 3 of a kind of a tile, and a sequence is where you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that, right? And then 1 pair. The thing is, your hand only has 13 tiles. And so you have to assemble them until you get to the state that's called Tenpai. Wow, that is a massive damage increase. And if you are in Tenpai, that means 1 more tile would win you the game. And if you happen to draw that tile, then you win, or if someone, like, discards that tile, you can take it from them, and that wins too. And then you score points based off of the value of your hand. Very straightforward, right? Oh, you are blocking my path horribly. Okay, fine, I'll fight past them all. But that's like the core of Mahjong. And there are ways that, like, if someone discards a tile, you can take it and put it into your hand, and really fun ways you can screw each other over. I don't know if I would necessarily compare it to Uno, but that is kind of the core of it. If you're in Tenpai, then unless you are calling what is known as Riichi, you probably shouldn't be telling people that you're in Tenpai. Because obviously, like, the moment you know someone is in Tenpai, then you suddenly become hyper-conscious of them and their hand and what they have, and, like, trying to make sure you don't accidentally give them something something they need. Oh my god. Oh my god, we are in the trenches today. Gravity is the greatest killer in all of Souls. It always has been. It always will be, boss. If you ever want to play Mahjong, there's a game on Steam. and it's called Mahjong Soul. You can play Mahjong online. You will learn to love it, and you will learn to hate it. This I do promise you. Okay, okay, okay. 2 seconds, please. Oh my god, oh my god. I wasn't this bad yesterday. Or not yesterday, 2 days ago. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Don't you ad break me. I'm snoozing you, Twitch. Oh, 37 large rats just entered the forest. Hello, rats. Welcome to the woods. You know what? Rats are allowed to be in the forest. Rats are allowed in the woods. I feel like that's a great place for rats to be, actually. I'm at the function with my 33 large rats. Bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now. I'm learning. I'm learning and growing and developing. Yeah, it does seem like my community is comprised predominantly of rats, hogs, and birds. Interesting demographics we have. Not gonna complain. Alright, so this is the run, right? This is absolutely it. There are 3 genders. Yeah, rats, birds, and hogs. Tag yourself. I think I'm bird. I think I'm bird. I'm gonna be honest, like, I would gladly have some feathered wings, given the choice. I think they're very pretty. Actually, this is a true fact, back in high school, I had like a tier list of what kind of bird wings I would want to have if I had bird wings. The top runners were red-winged blackbird, blue jay, and a specific type of parakeet. I like to think those are pretty Ow! Right, you do that, don't you? You don't want Pelagornis wings. Pelagornis, that's a prehistoric bird, right? Well, hello, Sleepless Lamia, on a 3-stream streak. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you've been enjoying yourself. Oh, hello, slug. You know, I ran through this place before. I never really noticed the slugs. I love them. Those are my friends. Those are my slug friends. If I remember correctly, the largest bird of all time was Argentavis, I want to say. Beautiful bird that, technically speaking, and it's highly unlikely that there were ever any encounters, but did technically exist at the same time as very, very early humans. And I think that's very neat. I think it's cool that there is technically the possibility that ancestors from a very, very long time ago could have encountered large bird. I wish I was encountering large bird instead of old hero, to be honest. Oh. We do a little explosion. Okay. I'm thinking maybe we try... Okay, maybe we try dying. Maybe we try dying, actually. Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking, right? Mayhaps we try and do the classic soul strategy of cling very closely to his butt. Okay? Typically, historically, that's a good strategy. You hug the crotch or you hug the butt, and then the enemy struggles to hit you. For those who weren't present in last stream, we have collectively all decided that at the end of this playthrough, I'm probably going to do a Smash or Pass stream. No! We're probably going to do a Smash or Pass stream of all of the various enemies and bosses in this game. A cute translator talking about dinosaurs while playing video games. Oh, I was absolutely a dinosaur kid growing up. They were like my main thing. They were my main thing. To be clear, technically prehistoric birds are not dinosaurs, but oh my god. Do you think love can bloom even on the FromSoft battlefield? Absolutely. I absolutely think it can. Having said that, I do think that Old Hero, when I do get to the Smasher Pass, like, I'm already set on him, honestly. It's a pass. It's a pass from me. Broadly speaking, he's a pretty attractive man, right? He's large, he's muscular. He's got everything in the world going for him. But like, I'm thinking about, like, bleh, words, English. I'm thinking about sort of how he's introduced and what his intro cutscene is like. Ow. And he's just kind of an angry guy, you know? And I just... Ah! Okay. He's just kind of an angry guy, and that just seems like a sort of toxicity that I don't necessarily want to invite into my life, you know? Okay, yeah, he was I don't know why he was sealed in stone. Maybe there's a reason for it. But he just came in real hot, you know? He came in real hot, and I just don't know about that. It's also because I'm gonna be honest. I was thinking about the Smasher Pass for a while afterwards. I don't know how I'm alive right now, but I was thinking about like Bloodborne, right? I was thinking about Father Gascoigne, and Father Gascoigne, as far as it goes, you know, he has two forms, but broadly speaking, of all the Bloodborne bosses, he's one of the bosses that is the most, like, just a human man, right? There are a couple that are just a human man, and Gascoigne admittedly does get a little funky freaky later. But at his start, at the very least, he's just a guy. And think he's a pretty decent looking guy. But at the same time, yeah, I knew that was coming. I need to actually take down that skeleton next time. Mikolash is the most just a guy, yeah. But the thing that gets to me, right, is like, yeah, I think I need to kill the scythe skeletons. I can't just run past. It's not safe to try. It's like with something like Cleric Beast, okay? Right? Like Cleric Beast is, you know, kind of a monster that is trying to bludgeon you to death with its massive fist and all that. And that's a little like intimidating and whatever, but I think Cleric Beast would probably be a smash, and Gehrman would probably be a pass. And the reason for that, to me, is that, yeah, sure, technically speaking, both of them try to kill you. What the hell was that? And then you fall, of course. But the thing is, like, Cleric Beast is trying to kill you and is very, very violent about it. But I think Cleric Beast would be a smash, and Gehrman would be a pass, and the reason for that is because, right, like, we don't necessarily know what Cleric Beast is like as a lover. And I think that's an important distinction to make, because we do know what Gehrman is like. We do know that Gehrman killed his wife. We know that he did that. And so, to me, it's like, oh my god. Yeah, Gehrman, or not Gehrman, I meant Gascoigne. I'm so sorry. I'm a fake fan now. Gascoigne killed his wife. Was I saying Gehrman this whole time? Oh god. Anyways, Gascoigne killed his wife. And we know that he did this. I'm a fake Bloodborne fan now. Everyone's gonna make fun of me. But Gascoigne did that. Cleric Beast, meanwhile, we don't know. And so I just think to myself, like, if I say smash on Gascoigne, how do I know that, like, first off, I don't really want to be, like, I don't really want to be his sloppy seconds, you know? Like, he killed his wife, and very importantly, he just did. It was like a recent thing. He just did that. Oh my god, I feel like I'm just running through the same area over and over again and achieving nothing, my lovelies. We're gonna get an ad break before I do anything. Yeah, it happens. It happens. But it's like if I say smash to Gascoigne, odds are I'm gonna end the same way that his wife did. Um, Whereas if I say smash to Cleric Beast, it's like, okay, well, I don't know what Cleric Beast is like as a romantic partner, you know? I don't know how Cleric Beast treats a woman. I know Cleric Beast is very enthusiastic about smashing, so I call that a positive already. Alright, I'm locking it in. And so I really feel like with a lot of these creatures and enemies from the Souls games, to me at least, it's like a lot less a matter of woof. It's a lot less a matter of appearance and more of personality, right? And in that sense, Gascoigne just doesn't do it. Vicar Amelia, she's got that Catholic guilt going on. Like, I feel like I could probably convince her to consider some fun lesbian times, but she's definitely got like the religious guilt happening, and she's gonna feel bad about it afterwards. She's gonna make me feel bad about it afterwards. So I don't know about that for Amelia. Oh my god, I'm spoiling the future Smasher Pass. This is supposed to be a future stream where I do it for all of the Souls enemies. Well, I was very happy to have you here, Big Lettuce. Lady Maria, that okay, that intro cutscene for Lady Maria. I'm not gonna lie, like she makes me feel things. She makes me feel many things that one might consider rather gay. No. I was just trying to get into a position. I don't like that you can't attack the ghost fishmen. I wish I could fight back against them. Yeah, no, late, like... Okay. I look at Maria and I think, damn girl, your secrets sure do beckon so sweetly. Her, yeah, okay, she's done some stuff, but like who in Bloodborne hasn't? And that is including the player, so we're clear. I don't know if I would consider the player to be all that innocent either. Like if we're talking from like an ethical standpoint, I'm gonna hang out here because we have ads in like 30 seconds. Okay. Chapel Dweller's so precious and so sweet. I love Chapel Dweller. Um, I I feel like If you're going by, like, the ethics of the character, then in that case it would be like a hard pass on most of them for most Souls games, because most of the characters in these games have done heinous things, right? We're going into ads soon. Brace yourselves, my lovelies. I'm gonna sip on my iced coffee. I hope you all love gambling ads and AI ads, because that's apparently what we get. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a delicious mocha caramel today. AI gambling. Yay! Yay, AI gambling. Iced coffee into the monster. Mm. Almost everyone in DS1 is a good person, even the bosses. Okay, well I'm interested in that. I do think that there are some, like, morally upright characters in Souls games. They're just not super common, right? Da, 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 da. I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna discuss my opinions on the ethics of Souls characters in just a bit. Want to wait for the ad break to be over before I do that, because I'd like everyone to be able to participate in the conversation. Hello everyone, it's me, Flawless Faye, your school teacher here today. We're going to be talking about media literacy and ethics today. So I hope you're all ready. Okay, listen, we got hit by maybe a few too many Rav smooches. The Rav prices are climbing in response to demand. We're doing econ in the Flawless Face streams today. Maybe I should be using my spells more. Maybe those could help the situation a little bit. I'm gonna try that. Alright, we've almost made it out. Hello, 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 hello! Hello! You've escaped. You've escaped the ads. Hello, hello. So, before the break, we were about to discuss the ethics of Souls characters. And the thing is, right? A very large portion of Souls characters. You didn't get any ads? Are you subscribed? If you're subscribed, you wouldn't get any. But, like, broadly speaking, a very significant portion, I don't know why you were walking away from me, but I'll take that. A pretty significant portion of the characters in Souls games are bad people or have done bad things in the past. There are exceptions, and again, this is just me talking from my experience of the games from Bloodborne onward. So, I'll be very interested in seeing the types of characters that there are in Dark Souls 1. I disagree with that. I also disagree with that, but, you know, what can you do? But, like, in Bloodborne, let's just take Bloodborne as a first example. there are good people, right? Like, I would argue that, say, Eileen is a good person. She has issues, but again, who doesn't in that game? She's trying to do something good. Yeah, there's a huge difference between good and innocent. That is so real. Chapel Dweller is someone I would consider innocent in Bloodborne. To my knowledge, Chapel Dweller has not really done anything to anyone. And genuinely wants to do good. Eileen, she kills people. Yes, that is that is an objectively true thing. But she very specifically is trying to be a merciful and good person as much as she's able. She wants to protect people and to put an end to the suffering of hunters who have lost themselves to violence. I think a significant majority of the characters are sort of gray in their motivations and their actions. Admittedly, I do kill Eileen at the start of most Bloodborne playthroughs because I really like the Blades of Mercy, and I like having them for the whole playthrough. So, apologies for that. I like the Blades of Mercy a lot. What can I say? What? I don't know how I dodged that, but I'll take it. Okay, are we chill now? No, we're not chill. Okay, it does seem like getting behind this guy is a pretty solid strategy. He seems to struggle a little bit when you're behind him. Oh, he's still on me. Ayo, am I fucking locking in right now? I should not have said anything. I disagree with that hitbox. But what do I know? Ow. No, I really shouldn't have said anything. Okay, that was our best attempt though. This is the first time I've actually like really struggled against a boss in this game. I kind of respect that. So I know that, like, emote-wise, that was, like, all assembled to form an octopus. But also, you just dropped a bunch of tentacles on my head. I might need to grind for more grass soon. I think I've only really got one more attempt in me with the resources I have right now. I I think Eileen is a good person. I do actually personally believe that broadly speaking, Maria is a good person. I think maybe she wasn't in the past, but I think she's committed herself at this point to trying to, you know, fix what she did before. I think she's grown. Dark Souls 3, I mean, Sigurd is definitely a good man. He is my guy, and he is purely out here trying to help his friend Yorm. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Grey Rat? Actually, you know what? I feel like it might more be just like Bloodborne and Elden Ring that have a bunch of characters who are not really, good. Like, Sigurd I would consider a good man. Grey Rat. I think Henri as well. But I think Bloodborne and Elden Ring feel a lot more gray a lot of the time. Like, God, Elden Ring, I dug so deep into Elden Ring lore back in the day. And Ronnie makes me feel so many complicated things. Beyond just the fact that you can get gay married to her, which I think is really beautiful. She's such a complicated person. Okay, yeah, we gotta go grind for some healing resources and maybe some levels into Vitality. Question is, where to do that? Where is our best grinding location? Yeah, Elden Ring being the first FromSoft game to allow lesbianism, I think is really beautiful. I think that's very important. You know what? You know what? Because I am not getting any spells from any of these. This might be controversial. I think I might just eat these souls. Like, do any of these souls give a good dex-related weapon? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm gonna eat all of them. Real. Henri should have just been of a static gender. Flame Lurker soul? Okay. I'll hold off on eating Flame Lurker for now then. Admittedly, the marriage that you have with, they are for boss weapons. I was wondering, are there any decent dex boss weapons? Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and level Vitality to 25. Then I'm gonna go say hi to Patches. But I think that Patches? Patches? Where'd my boy go? Patches? Okay. Okay, goodbye, Patches.
Oh, August, deep within the... Will you continue to pray?
Alright, well, I'll go buy grass from that other guy then, I guess. I'll miss you, Patches. Wherever you've gone. Anyways, fuck you, Patches, I guess. I
Oh, hello.
I'll just buy 16 of these.
Well done. Be sure not to get yourself killed.
Patches is opposed to organized religion, and I really respect that. Anyways, I was talking about Ronnie before I got distracted. She is someone who did some pretty messed up stuff in the name of her goals, right? She killed her brother. She killed a lot of people. Okay. And she's very, like, willing to do a lot of pretty horrible things in the name of achieving her goals. So that's kind of not great. But at the same time, the sort of fundamental nature of her goals is to liberate herself and liberate everyone in the lands between from the Two Fingers, right? She's trying to... Yeah, I'm restoring my body. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling powerful. I should not have... Huh? What? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have restored my body. Maybe that was a poor choice. But, like, she's kind of an asshole. She's kind of more cryptic than she needs to be. She's so willing to hurt so many people in order to make her goal a reality, right? And so, with Ronnie, it becomes this question of, do the ends justify the means, right? Okay, understood. Is this gonna be the whole stream, y'all? I hope not. I sincerely hope not. This is maybe the least engaging gameplay I've ever done. Yeah. At the same time, it's very complicated, and so I struggle to say that Ronnie is necessarily a bad person. And I do one shot, even with my vitality upgrade, it's still a one shot. It's still a one shot. Okay. Good to know. Ayah. Ayah, my friends. I can't keep doing this. It would be one thing if I was repeatedly dying to the boss. I'm repeatedly dying to the run back. Oh, agony. Da, 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 da. When the one thing you want remains just out of reach, or whatever the lyric is. I don't know the lyrics to Agony from Into the Woods. Not by heart. It's genuinely a good musical, by the way. If you have not seen the actual musical Into the Woods, and not the Disney made for film version, but like an actual professional recording of the actual stage musical, I highly recommend it. It is a fantastic musical that is all about. Whoa, you got up here. That's something. It's about like generational trauma and repeating the mistakes of the past, and all of that stuff is like basically completely absent from the Disney version. It's tragic. Okay. Only way involves killing weird maggot enemies? Huh. Interesting. That's death. I keep trying to do the Elden Ring fast quit out whenever I fall. One way, okay. Like I've played so much Elden Ring, y'all. I have the platinum for it, and I do at least one playthrough every year. And so I have like I have the inputs for quitting out in Elden Ring fully memorized. But it means anytime I'm like falling in a different game. What are the best musicals to watch if you're new to them? That's kind of a variable thing, because different people are looking for different things in a story. Okay. At least I'm already a spook, so I'm not fucking my world tendency even further. At the same time, I've been doing this for an hour and 10 minutes now. Okay. Boop. Here we go. I think my personal favorite musical would be Hades Town. And so I would highly recommend the Hades Town musical to anyone who's interested. The Hades Town musical is a retelling of the story of Orpheus and Eurydice. And it is done in a way that oof. Okay. It's done in a way that portrays Hades as like an oil baron or like a coal baron. And Orpheus is such a silly little twink. I love him. It's romantic and it's tragic, and it has an absolutely banger soundtrack. It is also It is also unfortunately very, 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 very difficult to get an actual professional recording of. Because I don't think one exists, actually. I happened to have seen a bootleg recording that my partner showed me. And I also was lucky enough to see a... What is this? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Patches!
Oh, hello again. Hey, don't turn a cold shoulder. I didn't mean to do you wrong, really.
Patches.
Come on now. We've got better things to fret about. That pit there is filled with treasure.
I'm so sure it is, Patches.
I'm having a little trouble getting to it myself. Go on, take a look. There are more riches than you could dream of.
I really don't like the way they animate his face here. Patches. Patches, you little scamp. You little scamp, you. What a guy. What a guy.
Ask me, eh? Take your time starving to death. Then I'll sell every last trinket off your corpse.
This dude. This dude. Hello? Okay. Phantom there, a little scary. Oh, Patches. Patches, there's some grass down here. Thanks, Patches.
Heavens. Did you fall for that little devil's trap? Well, I did the same.
He's just always doing that.
Now I am stuck here. The reverberations seem to suggest that we are connected. A fearsome dark phantom stands.
Alright, I'll take care of the phantom.
But have no fear. God will cleanse us of evil.
God will not do that.
Pray with me.
No.
Umbasa.
Umbasa. Alright, bud. Yeah, you just go ahead and casually walk towards me. Was aura farming a little bit too hard there. Perhaps you simply could have approached me with a little more urgency and you would have survived. What a concept. Patches. Patches, you little scamp. What a guy.
I didn't mean what I said. Well, a man's got to make a living, right? Here, look, I can make up for it. There aren't many humans like us. We need to stick together. I know. Have this as a token of my friendship. Not bad, right?
The gash resistance ring. Wow, thank you, Patches.
Come on. No need to drag each other.
Alright, Patches. What a guy. What a guy. Out of curiosity, where does one get the thief ring in this game? I've heard that apparently, like, whatever it is that makes it harder for baddies to detect you, apparently works really well against Mr. Old Hero. And if that is the case, I kinda wanna do it. Okay. Yeah. Cause y'all, I can't stand to do this run back anymore. Let's see. Platform behind Ostrava at the gates of Boletaria 1-1. You know, I don't think I ever met Ostrava. Shall we go to 1-1 real quick? We're going to 1-1, besties. Back to the beginning. Okay. Okay. Let's rock and roll. We're gonna get that ring, and then all of our problems will be solved, question mark? Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this place? We had such fun here, didn't we? Alright, I have absolutely zero clue where we're actually supposed to be heading right now. But we can get there. We can get there. Okay, we're gonna go through the level normally, and we're gonna see where it was. Is it like behind that red? Is it behind that red-eyed knight? Maybe? Question mark. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. You know, this spell's probably really strong this early in the game. It is. Convenient. Where, oh, where is Ostrava? Onwards and upwards, my friends. We're gonna get that thief ring, and then hopefully that will be enough to handle Old Hero quite nicely. That's the goal. First, I have to deal with you. Ow. Yeah, I'm hoping that the ring should still be there. Again, I don't actually know where this is, but I'm gonna go to where that red-eyed knight was, and we're gonna hope that that is the place. Ow. The backstab sounds like cracking something open. Yeah, kinda. The sound design was seriously, they nailed it so hard. Oh, you're coming. You are really coming. That did like no damage. That did even more no damage. There we go. Full moon grass. Convenient. Okay. It appears to be locked. Well, great. Congratulations. Have I screwed things up by progressing too far into the game or something? Please tell me that's not where I had to go. I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna hope that it's not. I'm gonna hope that we're still fine. Oh! Is that... Bonjour! Allo, allo!
Bold leap. A surprise indeed.
Oh my goodness.
You are here. Pray thee, fend off these dreglings.
Bossing me around immediately? It's a little rude. Okay, though. Alright. We got it. We got the ring.
My thanks for your brave rescue. I am Ostrava of Boletaria. Accept this as a token of
Hey,
my
thank you,
gratitude.
Ostrava. A telescope. Wow. Okay. So, we got the thief ring. This is huge. This is big. So now, do I have any go home things? Yes. Alright. Alright. Hi, big kidneys. Welcome to the forest. Oh my goodness. We just hit a follower goal. It's like automatically setting these follower goals. I don't know about them until they happen.
Well, we've long been...
Patches. Patches, my boy.
Nice stuff, eh?
Alright. Alright. Are we ready, my lovelies? I hope we're ready. You wanna pat Patch's head? Kinda same. Patches is a pal. If we want to talk about the ethics of various Souls characters, Patches is one that I truly find fascinating. I think Patches, God, his stories in the various games are always so genuinely interesting. I think he often ends up as a very tragic character. Like obviously, this is again just from my experience with the Souls games that I have played, but Alright, because they can't see me as well now. What a concept. The walk home's nice today? That's good to hear. I think patches in Dark Souls 3's DLC is probably the most tragic version of him in my eyes. Although Volcano Manor patches is also really rough. Like falling hopelessly in love with Lady Tan. Not something I would consider the best of ideas. And it doesn't end the greatest for him. Oh my god. Oh my god, the change in detection is so substantial. DS3 and Elden Ring are the only tragic patches? I don't know, I think there's not much to say about Bloodborne patches. Huh? So my world tendency, huh? The old world tendency's a little rough, huh? Whoa, then there's you, okay. We're gonna have to work on the old world tendency, aren't we? Because that's not super ideal. Please let me pass you. Thank you. Please? Thank you. I'd say it's a little bit tragic to be a spider beast. At least to be one in the way that he is. I do have to question the world tendency thing. Like, aw man, you've been having a rough time. Let me make it worse. Let me make it worse, baby girl. That's what you want. Oh, right. No, because we had this conversation last time. Miyazaki is a masochist. Forgot about that. Tracking. Tracking. The behavior makes sense. Miyazaki says, yes, that is what I would want in a game, actually. That is the ideal thing for me. Okay, fine, I'll fight them. I'll fight them. Apparently, originally he was gonna make you delete your save, make your save delete itself if you die. There's no way. There's no way, right? Can you imagine if the only valid way to play one of these games was deathless? Are you kidding me? There's no way. Okay, that's fine. We'll just accept that the game is a little spicy. Okay. I keep coming back here thinking we're gonna be stronger, and then we're not. And then we're not. I keep thinking like, okay, I've got it now. I understand it now, and then I don't. I hope you've enjoyed the stream of a single hallway. I really hope that's what you came here for, because if not, then I'm really sorry for what this entire stream turned out to be. Silent Hill PT type stream. Okay, but at least the hallway in PT changes sometimes. Okay. Harry. It's the wrong grass. Unfortunate. One must imagine flawless Faye happy. Yeah, we want to talk about Greek tragedies. Orpheus and Eurydice? Nah, I'm Sisyphus. I say that. Sisyphus did do some... He did... I'm bleeding. You don't say. I'm already dead. Because the thing is, I don't really know what to do to improve my circumstances. Like, I guess I could go somewhere and grind. But I don't want to stream me grinding. Yeah, Sisyphus is someone who very much did do a pretty terrible thing. Which, okay. Which did kind of justify what happened. Can I even get another attempt on Old Hero? I don't know. Especially now that I have, like, 3 red phantom enemies between me and the ending. Hello, welcome to the forest. Happy to have you here. I promise I'm normally at least slightly better at video games. Real talk, why would you do that? Why would you try to feed your son to the gods? I know, like, there must have been some kind of twisted reason in his head, but, like... How did he justify it to himself? He was feeling silly. I mean, I guess that's all the reason you really need. It's not. I do not endorse the actions of Tantalus. I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, but just so we're clear, I do not endorse or support the actions of Tantalus from Greek myth. So, write that down. I am canceling Tantalus on Twitter.com. Okay, right. Now we're to this mess. Let's just run on by there. And then we go this way, and then, yup, you're here now. Okay. Can I go past you, please? Please. Thank you. No, I was rolling! I swear to you. I swear to you I was rolling. I actually did take a class on classical myth when I was in college. And I find that stuff like really fascinating. I definitely have like a couple of the classic types of autism, you know, where I am obsessed with certain subjects. To me, my damage feels like it's going down. I should repair my weapon soon. Oh, Highland. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay. Yeah, there are some similarities between Greek and Roman in that, you know, whoa, the Romans did take some inspiration from the Greeks, but it has been like 2 hours of this. It sure has been 2 hours of this. I'm gonna go repair my stuff real quick. Well, thank you for becoming a fairy. Thank you so much. Yeah, as much as the
Betray your souls.
Romans did draw some inspiration from the Greeks, there are still very much some pretty significant differences between them based on, because obviously, and this is a thing that happens with any religion really, is the stories that get told and the ways that certain things are portrayed shift depending on culture and on context, right? And so the Romans as a culture did not necessarily have the same values that the Greeks did. Which means they changed certain stories, or changed how they told certain stories, right? In order to fit their worldview and their way of and their way of seeing the world. And there comes a point where there's sufficient difference that it's functionally a different religion. I am going to... Nope, I can't say that on stream. I can't say that on stream. There's a line. There's a line and we're not going to cross it. We're not going to cross the line. I almost crossed the line. I mentioned that I like flirting with enemies that kill me a lot. I think there's maybe a limit on how detailed I could reasonably be on this platform with the things that I was about to say I wanted to do with that skeleton. We must hold the line. We cannot cross. We gotta keep it clean. We gotta keep it clean or Daddy Twitch is gonna be really upset. You don't want to make Daddy Twitch upset. I can't believe I just referred to Twitch in that way. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I don't know that I've ever referred to anything as daddy before. Mommy, sure. Never daddy. Twitch, you bring out something strange in me. Oh no, we have an ad break coming in 5 minutes. God help us all. Okay. Can you take it easy for like 2 seconds? Well, look. One might not make a strong distinction between the corporation and its owner, right? But at the same time, I don't think I could ever say that about Bezos. I don't think I could do it. Even if I wanted to, I don't think I could. Not a fan of that man. Not a fan of that man. By the by, just as a personal aside. Ha. I would like you to consider for me, the use of the lesbian daddy, alright? Because you hear the word daddy and you think that's a man, right? I want to be honest though, anytime a lesbian uses like one of those more masculine terms of address, I will go feral over that. Whoa, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, thank you, Jesus Christ, 5 gift subs out of nowhere. I'm just being a messy little lesbian. I'm just being a I'm just being a silly little gay girl on stream right. Y'all, what are we doing? Help! Yeah, I'm just losing at Demon Souls, talking about gay nonsense. Thank you so much. I'm still losing at Demon Souls. That hasn't changed. Y'all. What the hell? What the? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Talin. Thank you so much, all of you. Shit. My brain stopped functioning there. It's still kind of running slow right now. I don't... No, you do not have to. You do not have to gift... I don't know. Emotionally, I don't know where I'm supposed to be right now. Yes, I'm really happy about the everything that's happening, but I'm also like, I keep dying in this game, so I keep like going from these dramatic highs to these dramatic lows. I don't know what's going on anymore, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god. Thank you all. Seriously. Yeah, you are all so kind. What the hell? What the hell? I... Ooh, okay, not gonna cry on stream, not gonna cry on stream. Demon souls, demon souls, demon souls. Killing skeletons. No, dying to skeletons. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Okay. Okay. Y'all. Y'all. Okay, yeah, I can hydrate. I can hydrate. I can absolutely... I can do that. Yeah, posture's good. Posture's good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you all. You are so kind. No, you can't! You can't do that! This is... This... I don't even know. I don't know what to say anymore. You're just dropping things on my head. You're subscribing like fucking crazy. You all understand. I'm just some asshole with a microphone, right? I'm just some asshole with a microphone and like 2 sound design classes. Fuck. I'm sorry. I just... There is a part of me that just feels like this is too nice. This is... You're... Okay. Deep breaths. I spent a long time, you know, growing up, sort of, watching YouTube and watching other streamers, and I've talked about this in some of my, you know, milestone vids before, but oh, it's a fucking ad break is in a minute and a half. I gotta oh god. Watching other streamers and watching YouTubers and stuff got me through some really hard times in my life, and fuck, it was an ad on YouTube that made me realize I was trans, funnily enough. And so there's a big part of me that, for a lot of reasons, really wanted to be a streamer, be a YouTuber for so long. And I tried back in high school, actually, and it didn't go super well. But now it's... I end up thinking sometimes about the sheer number of you that there are who have apparently found some joy in the stuff that I've made. And um it's just um it boggles my fucking mind. And to think that I get to do this as my career, fucking it breaks my brain, it does. And I can't keep walking forward because these red fucking ghosts are gonna kill me because I can't fucking see with the tears in my eyes right now. I just feel so fucking honored, and there's this part of my brain that constantly tells me that like I don't deserve this, right? But hello, ad break, my old nemesis. But I'm trying to I'm trying to accept that like good things can happen to me. And that I can be happy, and to know that I, you know, have to some extent made an impact in some people's lives. But back when I was a circus performer back in the day, that was the thing I loved the most. I loved seeing people smile and talking to fans after shows. You know, we were never a big circus troupe. I was never the most popular performer, but there were, you know, there were people back when I was in the circus as a juggler and a contortionist who, you know, felt some kind of impact from seeing a trans girl performing on stage and all that, right? And it meant a lot for me to be able to talk to some of those fans of the show back then, and to see people smiling when I was juggling and joking and goofing around on stage. And there's something about being live on Twitch and getting to talk to you all very directly that is sort of reminiscent of that in a way. So thank you all so much. Basically, that's the long and short of it. I'm really, really happy to get to be here with all of you. And to do something that, you know, maybe helps us all find a little bit of joy. I'm really grateful to get to do that. Fucking hell. All that. After all that. Right back to this. Oh, we haven't escaped the torment nexus yet, my lovelies. Oh. Oh my goodness. Give me this soul. Let me eat these souls. Buy some healing stuff.
Oh, hello.
Oh, you're all wonderful. You really, really are. Oh, okay. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go pure silence until I get to Old Hero this run. Alright? No yapping. No yapping. Just focus. Okay, so that didn't work out. Okay, so that did not work out. Bone the skellies. Unfortunately, I had bottom surgery. No, did you know they remove your entire skeleton for bottom surgery? Yeah, that's the truth. Actually, they replaced the bottom half of my body with an octopus. Yeah, I'm like Ursula now. Now, sure. Ursula is not a Demon Souls enemy, but she is a smash on the Smasher Pass list, so we're clear. Octopus Girl is so important. Octopus Girl is genuinely so important. If a girl is also an octopus, you have to love her. Yes, Yadari. I am also referring to Yadari about this. God, so Yadari is a character from Zenless Zone Zero, and she is an octopus lady as well, and any octopus girl, automatic smash right there. I'm bleeding. I love how they keep inflicting the bleed status to me after I'm dead. It's like, you don't say I'm bleeding. Really? Can I just say, y'all promised that you would manifest Nangong for me last stream. Did not work out. Today I did not get my Nangong. I lost my 50-50 to Soldier 11. And as much as I may love Soldier 11 as a character, well, death. I love Gravity so much. Manifesting boob growth. Are you on progesterone? If you're not on progesterone, look into progesterone. It's quality stuff. It's quality stuff. I'm very lucky to have the endocrinologist that I do. It's very important to have a doctor that listens to you and is also communicative. If you're, not doing DIY, which is something that is totally valid. I have a lot of friends who DIY, right? Yes, it very much does. It very much does, Dino Bird Girl. My endocrinologist, I'm very thankful. She's very much like, she cares about the evidence that's in front of her, and she also very much is someone who is very interested in hearing about the experiences of her various patients. And so she actually At like any appointment, she asks you like how your progress has been and whoop. And how you feel about certain meds. There was a point where she was like considering taking me off of progesterone, right? And I told her that I would prefer to stay on. And she did not argue or one-shot or question that for even like a second. She was just like, okay, are you still like experiencing benefits? What are the reasons for this? And I explained to her my reasons, and she was like, okay, yeah, sure. I talked to her at one point about like the specific like growth I'd experienced once I got on progesterone, and patting my head. And she like asked like, I won't say names obviously, but are you okay with me talking about this with my other patients? And like discussing your experiences. And she bases a lot of her decision making. Not again. She bases a lot of her decision making off of the experiences of her patients, which because unfortunately trans healthcare is severely under-researched, is very important. Like, as much as what's it called? The evidence where it's like someone's story and someone's personal experience, as much as that is like not always the most reliable with regards to like how much research there is into trans healthcare, anecdotal, yeah, and how behind the medical field is on occasion, anecdotal evidence can actually be really useful. And she uses a lot of that. Anyways, I'm gonna go grab the cat real quick. Ravioli, my son, where are you? The people want you. My boy. Full of man and smooches. There he is. There is the sun. Wah. All right. The boy has been delivered. The boy is here. Oh God. Anything to say to your loving fans, Rav? Anything at all, or are you just gonna sit? This is an awkward position, bud. Okay. Yeah, he's out of here. He's out of here. He's not interested. Oh, did I get shot? Did I get shot by a stingray? Rude. I think we're gonna keep going until like maybe 4:30 or a little bit after. I want to get at least one more old hero attempt today. This is our first cozy mode redeem. This is the first time someone's done that. Hell yeah, I'm bundled up. I'm gonna be all bundled up nice and cozy for the next 5 minutes. Cozy mode is online. Okay. The game has me feeling not super cozy. Like an Amazon package. I'll have you know I'm much more cozy than an Amazon package. Okay, okay. It's very simple. It's very simple. We just have to lock in. Okay? I'm cozied up, but I'm locking in. So my cat, my dear boy Ravioli, he is very large. This is an important thing to know about him. He's a very large young man. Okay, we backstab. Sheer aura to turn you from being a lurker. We have no lurkers around here. You will engage in chat. No, it's totally fine if you do want to lurk a little bit. Oh yeah. That was terrible singing. Okay, we're moving on. Those skeletons would be bad lovers. They're a little bit spiky for my taste, I must say. They're a little bit spiky. Now the fish ghosts, meanwhile. Do you think they can like tone down the intensity of the beam attack? 'Cause like if so, I mean, what? Like if they could tone it down from like the lethal intensity it's got right now. Something about the temperature. Okay, we're gonna get an old hero attempt. Y'all, we're gonna get an old hero attempt. This is a big day. So I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna swap Cling Ring for Fragrant Ring. And we're gonna play nice and cautious and patient, okay? Maybe you could use the laser for shaving down under. Oh, laser. This is a thing that, when I was having my big bottom surgery talk in that ASMR video, I did not talk about back then. And to be clear, this was a sort of unusual thing about my surgeon, because usually they do hair removal during the surgery itself. Mine required that you do it yourself beforehand. Laser is something. It's incredibly awkward as well, right? Because you're like doing the laser like down there in prep for surgery. I'm going to this like salon place for it, right? And I am getting blasted by a beam. I mean, not really a beam, but like, you know what I mean. And I just have to have like a normal, relaxed conversation with the lady doing it. Because conversing in those circumstances is very awkward. Being dead silent in those circumstances, even more awkward, to be honest. Oh, okay, you're good. Where are you going? Where are you going, boss? I'm gonna blast you in the back. To be clear, again, this was a thing with my surgeon. Most surgeons do it themselves. On the day of. Yeah, no, it hurts a lot. Thankfully, like, at least the laser place that I went to, they were very, very understanding of the fact that it hurts. and so they let you take breaks when you need to, and they had like aloe on standby. Okay. They had aloe and like stuff like that on standby so that you could use that after you were done, which helped a lot. They also had like stress balls readily available that they would let you use, and they were very thorough in like talking about aftercare and what you need to do afterwards when you're home. So that wasn't so bad. It was very expensive. Laser is very expensive. You hate needles, but you fainted for your first e-shot? Oof. I've actually never had a huge issue with needles personally. I actually find it kind of fascinating. Like, I wouldn't say I necessarily enjoy getting a shot, but I find it interesting, and it's like to the point. Wow, the thief ring makes this fight like trivial, doesn't it? I have this thing where like I'll if I'm getting blood drawn, I will watch them do it. I will like stare at the needle as it's going in, just because I personally find it really interesting. It is captivating. Something about it is just like, what's going on? I want to get a look into this profession. This is interesting. Oh, beg your pardon. Oh my god, this seriously trivializes the fight so much. I feel kind of bad now, but at the same time, if I do screw this up, like, it's gonna be genuinely shameful if I do. You know what? I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. I'm gonna have a little sip of my drink. Yeah, I was never on injections. I had to get my blood drawn for like checking my levels and stuff, but I did exclusively pills as far as like how I got my my E. I say did and got. I'm still on the pills. They are a lifetime commitment. Okay. We're just gonna have a few more spices. Just have a few more spices, okay? There we go. I have fresh spice right there. You see, I'm literally like just menuing in this boss fight with no rush, no urgency. A lot of people do say that shots are better. I don't know either way. I've had good results on pills. I was on pills and blockers for the entire time before bottom surgery. Now I'm just on the estradiol. I don't need blockers anymore. I know that if you are on injections, like, eventually people can do just, like, estrogen, like, monotherapy, so no need for blockers anymore. No. This is just what's worked for me. I was on Lupron for a while, which is a blocker that not a lot of people have had. Lupron is a puberty blocker specifically. So it's typically used for younger trans girls, which I was back in high school. Don't make me think about Hamilton in the year of our Lord 2026. How does a bastard orphan son of a whore, etc., etc. I'm literally quoting Hamilton lyrics, so don't be angry with me, Twitch, or YouTube when the VOD gets uploaded. It's the opening lines of Hamilton. Well, you'll be back. Okay, admittedly, well, I wanna. There's a word that starts with a C and has a U in it. Oh my god, I'm still cozy mode. That I don't know if YouTube and Twitch would be super happy with. But you know, it's the CU word, and I'm using it as an adjective, like blank E, you know? I have to monitor my language so well. It does end with NT. How did you know? Yeah, Canty. That super Canty King of England. I like that guy. I like the way he's portrayed. It's goofy silly. And we like goofy silly around here. Anyways, wow. Oh my god, that boss was so incredibly easy. If you have Thief Ring, it's not a fight. It stops being a fight if you have Thief Ring. Oh, if I had simply had that from the beginning. That was boring. That was a boring fight. I'm finishing my coffee now. You're gonna paint some silly plastic guys? What kind of plastic guys are you painting? Are we talking Warhammer minis? Are we talking D&D minis? Warhammer plastic guys? Okay, what Warhammer faction do you play? Oh, hi Ostrava. What faction do you play? I am admittedly a little bit of a Warhammer girly, although I don't like spending too much money on it. And Games Workshop makes me angry, often. Although I feel like that's a common Warhammer thing.
But look at what has become of us now. I refuse to believe that this is what Father wished for our great land.
I love Necrons. Necrons are cool. I had a friend who also tried to get me into Warhammer and was unfortunately successful. We played online in Tabletop Simulator quite a bit for a while, because, you know, you don't have to spend money on the miniatures then. But it did get me hooked to the point where I do have a real-life combat patrol. I don't want to spend more money on Warhammer minis than that, but I do, in fact, have a combat patrol of Harlequins.
You come back alive.
Because I adore my Space Elf murder clowns. I love them so much. They're so good. I spent so long back when I was like really properly into Warhammer. I spent so long being like, I so wish that there were more Harlequins. I wish there were more Harlequins, that I could have more diversity in building my army. And then the monkey's paw curled. The monkey's paw curled and Harlequins got folded into all the rest of the Eldari. And it's like, I don't want to use the ordinary Corsairs and stuff alongside my Harlequins. I want more clowns. I wanted more clowns. Not this. Not this. That's around the time that I stopped being so into 40k. Give me my Harlequins. Give them back. Give them back. Let them be their own faction. And make more of them. This I demand.
I am fully prepared.
We do love clowns. I have a lot of respect for clowns. As someone who was once part of a circus. Big fan of clowns. Let's see, so we just did Ritual Path, which means next on the list is Swamp of Sorrow. I do kind of miss doing circus performing. I really do. Juggling was very fun. Puppeteering was definitely one of my favorite things. Our troupe got hired out pretty frequently to do like parades and stuff. And so like our stilt walkers would be hired out, and then a few of our puppeteers. We referred to our puppeteers as pilots because some of our puppets were very large. They were designed for like parades and for walking around as a massive attraction of their own. And so in the show we had 2 puppets that we referred to as the Boo Birds. And those were about 8 feet tall bird puppets. And then I was the main pilot of a puppet known as Oswald the Giant Clown, which was an 11-foot tall clown puppet. It was exhausting to use. Oswald was so exhausting, but so fun. I loved Oswald. It was essentially an 11-foot tall clown puppet, all controlled by a single person. It weighed about 40 pounds. Oswald was about 40 pounds, built into a hiking backpack, basically. I don't like any of this, by the way, just so we're clear. I don't like any of what I'm looking at right now. But was a 40-foot hiking backpack that had this massive rig attached to it. I was hidden under a sort of silvery cloak that Oswald wore. Shrimp check. Shrimp check. Check your posture. Check your posture. And it was a very simple puppet, right? Its main draw was its size. There wasn't much that was super dynamic about it. And it was designed specifically for parades. Hi there. How's it going? Just going to slowly burn you to death. I think this is probably the faster way. Alright, we're gonna go until we die, and then probably call it there for today, okay? But... oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is feeling good. I'm loving this already. Was predominantly... Are those enemies? It was predominantly designed for parades. So your main goal with Oswald was just to walk carrying a 40-pound, 11-foot-tall, super top-heavy backpack. But there was a little knob that you could kind of clip into the belt of this backpack so you could have a free hand and drink from a water bottle while you were carrying it. But the knob allowed you to turn and like nod the head and manipulate the head from down below. And then you would sway your arms in a certain way. Oh, it is a poison swamp. I just didn't see a meter building up, so I wasn't sure. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, well, I'm already poisoned, so... Oh, and it's not even the type of swamp you can roll through. Good times. Good times. The biggest things that you could do with Oswald were manipulating the head, obviously. Ow. There was a certain way that you kind of wanted to walk while using Oswald in order to make the arms sway properly. And then... I think this might be the first time that Miyazaki got away with the poison swamp, actually. This might be the inception of it. Oh, I don't like that island. I don't like that island at all. Okay, I am actually going to, while I have a second, go ahead and just put a Noble's Lotus into my inventory. I would like for that guy not to spot me. He is going to spot me. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, I'm fine. Everything about this is so fine. Need a little grass? Okay, I'm poisoned again. Let me go, let me go. Let me pass, bugs. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and pop that. Anyways, my personal favorite things to do with my man Oswald, right, was first off, bowing. So Oswald is, again, a very heavy puppet. 40 pounds, almost all of it is above your head. But if you were very, very careful, you could brace yourself with your front leg and very slowly lean forward and bow to people. And this, you know, 11-foot-tall puppet bowing to you is something that a lot of people thought was pretty neat. That, or I had a particular favorite hobby, because you'd be like in a parade, and there would be these teenagers. There are always teenagers watching the parade, and they would always, like, there would be at least one or two groups that would talk about, like, oh, clown puppet, so creepy, so creepy. And it was a hobby of mine to walk past groups like those, fully ignoring them. And then, once I was like a little ways past them, I would full stop walking and then suddenly whip the head around 180 degrees to look at them. It always got really good reactions. I only ever did it with like teenagers who were clearly like joking around, having a good time, right? You wanna know your audience. Anyone who like was actually clearly uncomfortable or nervous about the giant puppet, I would never do something like that to. But God, it was so fun. It was such a fun puppet to play with. I do miss it. Unfortunately, some stuff happened, and I personally cannot find it in myself to perform on stage at this point. It is relating to some sort of traumatic stuff that happened. And so I cannot perform on stage at this point. Because turns out, okay, you know what? This is not looking good. I gotta say, don't like our odds. There are unfortunately times when, as a woman performing on stage, people do not act in the most respectful or reasonable manner. And what? Because, you know, a lot of the times, people, Jesus, people don't really treat women the greatest in general. And people, you know, objectify women and treat them like objects at the best of times. And by people, I generally mean men. And when you are a performer on stage, I don't know what your deal is. I'm scared of that, though, whatever it is. When you are not just a woman, but a woman who people view as like, there to entertain, right? Like, my purpose in this interaction is to entertain you. Well, it can amplify certain behaviors that are really, really not great. Okay, I am going to... Okay, I need to menu a little bit, I think. Yeah, I know. I need to put this here. That's step 1. Step 2 is to burn the flies off. Step 3 is not that. Step 3 is this, right? And then step 4 is to get him. What kind of tracking is that? That's nonsense, boss. Expect a follow-up there. So yeah, there were times where audience members didn't really treat me the best, and there was one particular occurrence that put me off performing on stage, unfortunately. Our show in general was very good about that, I will say, so we're clear. The majority of people in our performing troupe were women. And we had a lot of systems in place to support and protect each other. But sometimes it's just the nature of performing. Shit happens anyways. Oh, alright. That area was a little bit harrowing, but we did kind of just blitz straight to the boss and we're okay. So I will take that. Wouldn't you know it? I thought, you know, whole stream we're just gonna be going after Old Hero and we're gonna be suffering. Once we got past Old Hero, two bosses. Girls do gotta stick up for each other. And I really appreciate... Generates a cloud of acid. Okay, I'll learn that, sure. We'll see what it does. Maybe we'll actually swap out fire spray for flame toss. The bee chain. And I do appreciate the women in that show for helping me as someone who was at the time very new to presenting publicly as a woman. They put in a lot of work to help me feel safer and to teach me how to stand up for myself and how to protect myself. Women, we gotta support each other, alright? Cis, trans, whatever, I don't care. We all have to support each other, okay? Because, seriously, like, if you have my back, I'll have yours, right? The world is not the kindest place to be a woman of any kind. So we gotta have each other's backs. We gotta do it. Because if we don't, no one else will. And with that, I think it's about time we look for someone to raid out to. I hope you enjoyed my 2-hour-long death loop. Let's go ahead and look for someone to say hi to. Let's find someone to visit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What if we raided out to Demily Pyro? I've been a huge fan of Demily's for a while. Go support her. She's amazing. We love Red. She's... Oh, no! 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 I was just about to start a raid! I was just about to start a raid myself! Hello, 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 hi, hi. My name is Faye. It's very nice to have you all. We're all gonna go attack Demily Pyro. We just wrapped up a Demon Souls stream. This is my first playthrough of Demon Souls, and I've been having a blast. Today was a bit of a death loop, but we still made some good progress. Now then, my dear friends, let's attack. We have a proper raiding party. There are so many of us now. Let's go to war. To war. All right, we're heading out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.